So what is the number one thing you look for in a Catholic girl?
Ooh, that's a really tough question. Can I like answer three, or like can I say three or four? I think a few important things that I look for in a Catholic girl for like wifey material, you know, is I look for a knowledge of what suffering is, of what it means to suffer. Because nothing in this world comes easy, you know, and so you got to understand that like certain things in life you're going to go through hardships, and if you know what suffering is like and you've experienced it before, you're going to be a stronger person because of it, you know. And so a person, who suffered, a person who's like healing and searching for healing and continually seeking healing, also like a devoted prayer life. A woman who has a devotion to Our Lady is a woman that I want to be with. Yeah.
What is the number one thing you look for in a Catholic woman?
Spiritual strength. If they go to church on the weekend and they're willing to build up yourself and others and work on, their own growth, as well as just what they know what they want in a guy. Like, it's pretty cool when you find a girl that knows what they want. Yeah.
I really look for someone who's willing to put their faith everywhere in their life, not just in church or specific areas. Someone who's very passionate and willing to pursue it everywhere they go.
What is the number one thing you look for in a Catholic girl?
I think the number one thing I look for in a Catholic woman is someone who's deeply rooted in her identity. Someone who knows that she is a beloved daughter of God, and who is willing, who doesn't allow things to get in the way of that, and through struggles, through the great times, through the bad times, is still able to stay rooted in that and be confident in that.
Just that she has a personal relationship with Christ and is able to confide in Him and trust in Him and believe in His plan.
In my old relationships, what was lacking was someone who was able to also push me in my faith. I always felt like the pusher and never kind of got that reciprocated. In the last few relationships I've been in, I've really learned that the most important thing for me is to have someone who can also challenge me in my faith and help me to grow, so that it's a mutual thing and that we lead each other to heaven.
I would look for just someone who is like super confident in their own faith and their own relationship in Christ and like very rooted in prayer.
Her prayer life. I find it very attractive when a girl can really focus in prayer. Like there's this, like when you see a woman just focusing on the Eucharist and nothing can get her attention off of it. Or maybe one more would be a girl that can balance her feelings and her emotions with her intellect and her will.
The number one thing that attracts me to a Catholic woman is whenever I see her in the chapel or in daily mass or even in Sunday mass, and I don't know, there's a peace in the way that she prays. I don't know how to explain it. There's this deep peace, and like I can see that there's a genuine connection with Jesus.
I really like it when she's like laughing all the time. There's definitely a different authentic joy in like a Catholic woman who's like, I don't know, always laughing and always happy. And of course you can be like, have different emotions and stuff, but I do see in women who have like a very authentic prayer life and like living sacramentally, that they do radiate that joy.
I think willingness to learn. I've realized that through my relationships, and this is just like relationships with people, you see that the ones that you're closest to are the ones where you feel like you're helping each other grow and helping each other develop. And so I think the most important thing for me is somebody who has a willingness and who shows interest in growing both in faith and as a person overall.
What is the number one thing you look for in a Catholic guy? What is the number one thing you look for in a Catholic girl?
Just that they have an extreme devotion to Christ, particularly in the Eucharist, and then also a firm willingness to love others.
I think number one thing would be confidence for me. Someone who's confident in their ability and confidence in their identity, more so in the sense of that they are recognizing that they are a daughter of Christ, and with that they know that they carry with them a certain title and act as if they really were like a gift from God. So that confidence radiating out of them, I think, really is the main thing I look for.
Probably one of the most important things to look for is gentleness. I mean, when you think about what really makes, like the ideal woman versus the ideal man different is like the man is a strong protector, and he's a strong, like Saint Joseph is there to protect his family. And I look at Marian, she's just this iconic vision of what it means to be a gentle receiver and someone who can take all the experiences that they're exposed to and hold them in their heart and really be able to reflect on them. So I think that gentleness is probably the most important, for me, attractive quality in a Catholic woman.
I find it very attractive when a woman is like in this constant pursuit for holiness through Jesus Christ, and like straight out of love of Him, because He loves her, So.
Number one thing you look for in a Catholic girl?
I've never had a girlfriend, I wouldn't know.